Hi everyone, this is a practice if you've maybe been sitting working all day or on a computer and kind of hunched over and you just feel a bit tight in the neck and shoulders and the hips. So a nice gentle sequence that you can do maybe at the end of every day. It's just going to be about 15 minutes long, so really easy to fit in. You'll just need a rolled up blanket or a rolled up towel for the first pose. Okay, so I'm going to lay it at the top of the mat and we're going to lie on top of it with the blanket just kind of at the bottom of the shoulder blades. Okay, so you can just position it. If you're a lady, it's kind of where your bra strap is. If you're a man, you kind of know where that is. So just position it there, and then the arms can just kind of come out into that kind of cactus shape just above the blanket. We'll just take a few breaths here. So this is just really nice to do in itself. If you've got no time for anything else, we basically want to just do like a counter movement to the one that we've been in all day, which is probably hunching over if you've picked this practice. So you want to focus on things that are doing the opposite of hunching over. To open back up again. Just close your eyes. We'll stay for 3 more breaths. So starting to deepen your breath. So your inhale comes deep into your belly. Fills up your belly, fills your ribs, maybe into the chest. And then you exhale. Let it all go. Just do one more of those. Okay. Opening your eyes back up. Roll onto one side. Just to lift onto one forearm and slide that blanket away. Okay, because we won't need that anymore. And then coming down. Bending your knees now, bringing your feet down. About hip width apart. We're going to do some glute bridges just to switch the bum on, because the bum can get a bit lazy if we've been sitting all day. So you're just going to dig into your heels. Okay, and then inhale. Digging into the heels, you squeeze the glutes, squeeze the bum muscles to lift up the hips. And then as you exhale, lower down. So we'll just do that again. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, just pressing in the heels, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And just keep that going. Really digging into the heels. You might notice that my toes are actually lifted up. And I'm just digging into my heels. Okay, just a few more of those just to get the glutes switched on. Okay, lovely, that's enough. Bring the feet down, so you're not just pressing into the heels anymore, the whole sole of the foot is down. We're just going to do a normal bridge, okay, so pressing into the whole of your foot as you inhale, lift the hips up. And you might interlace the fingers underneath your back. Okay, if that feels too much, you don't have to do it. You might tuck the shoulders under a little bit more. Again, if that feels too much, don't do it. We're just going to stay for 2 breaths. See if you can soften your glutes just slightly and let your legs carry a bit more of the work, your leg muscles. Okay, release your hands from underneath you with control, lowering back down. So don't just dump back down, just lower slowly. Lovely. We're going to take a little bit of a twist, just taking the bum over to the right. Lift the feet off the floor And then lower the knees to the left. Arms can be up shoulder height. Look the opposite way to your knees and just take 2 breaths. A nice twist for the spine. Turn your head back to center. With your next inhale, lift your knees back up. Okay, bring your feet back down. Press into the feet, lift the bum off the floor and slide the bum a little bit over to the left. Lift the feet back up and then take the knees over to the right, looking out to the left. Nice twist here. Taking one more full breath. Okay, and then turn your head back to center. Lift your legs back to center. Okay, and we're going to just hold behind the legs. Just rock up to a seated position and then come on to hands and knees. Just a few cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tail, chest and chin, press into the ground, use it. Exhale, round, draw the belly in, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tail, chest and chin. Exhale, round the back. The spine loves to move like this, especially after sitting all day. Just do one more. Okay, coming back to a neutral spine. You're going to lift your left knee from the mat. We're just going to switch the glutes on again, okay? So you're just going to pretend you're pressing into the ceiling with your left heel. Okay, so you're just stamping the ceiling with that left heel. If you don't feel it already, you'll start to feel it soon. Okay, in that left buttock. Okay, there we go. Then we'll come forward with that knee. Step the foot forward and a little bit out to the left side of the mat. So you're in a lizard lunge. Just take that right knee a little bit further back. And just take a breath here. Okay, now straighten out. And that left leg, walking your hands back. And then come forward again, bending that knee. Just do that one more time. And then step back to your tabletop again. Right leg lifts up, flex the foot, and start stamping the ceiling just to switch on your right buttock. Okay, so just stamp, stamp, stamp. If you don't feel anything, try and lift it a little bit higher. Okay, and keep that foot flexed and you're padding through the heel. Okay, feel it now? Yeah, we're going to come forward. Bring that foot through between the hands and then over a little bit to the right side of your mat. Take your left knee a little bit back, your lizard lunge. Nice stretch for those hip flexors on the left side. With your next inhale, straighten out that right leg. With your next exhale, come forward again. Inhale. And exhale. Just do that one more time. Okay, then we're going to come back to that tabletop again. So you might move that right foot back to the middle, then come back to your tabletop. And then we're going to sit down. So if that doesn't feel good to just sit down like that, you can sit on your brick, okay? Or you can sit cross-legged. Doesn't really matter, just as long as you've got a nice straight spine. I'm going to turn here so that you can see me We're just going to move a little bit through the neck. Okay, so just taking the left ear down towards the left shoulder. And you might just rest your left hand on top. Okay, it's not pushing, it's just resting on top. Just a little bit of extra weight. Okay, just a little bit. Hey, Bonnie. Let's take one more breath here. Okay, and then lift that head back up. You can even use your hand to help. I'm going to do the other side. Right ear towards right shoulder. Right hand might just gently rest on top. Again, not pushing. It's just that little bit of extra weight. Okay, and lifting the head back up. You can even use that hand to help. Bring the chin down towards the chest just for a moment, just lengthening the back of the neck. And then lift the head back up. And lift the chin up towards the sky, opening the throat. And then bring the chin back to center. Ear towards shoulder again, doesn't matter which one, and then just start to circle. Okay, so just drawing some circles with your head. You might close your eyes if you like. And then the other way. Lovely. Coming back to center. We're going to come forward again into an all fours position. And bring your right forearm down. And your left arm straightens out, reaches out as far as it can, maybe even off the mat. Your head comes down onto your right forearm, half puppy dog. You get a nice opening in the chest. Left side of the torso, under your left armpit. Just take one more breath here. Okay, pressing into your hands, sliding back up. Do the same on the other side. So left forearm down, right arm reaches out, head comes down, rests onto your left forearm. And just feel that nice stretch under your right armpit, right side of your chest. Okay, and then press into your hands to lift back up. Slide that right hand back in. I'm going to come into a downward facing dog, tucking the toes, lifting up, spreading the fingers, hands about shoulder distance apart, feet about hip distance apart. Always so good to do a downward dog, whether it's morning or evening. There's always time for a few breaths in a downward dog. We'll stay for 5 breaths. And feel free to bend your knees a little bit, or bend one leg and straighten the other. If you like, as you breathe, just move it out. Okay, and then lowering your knees back down. sitting on your heels or sitting cross-legged. Okay, just for our last minute or so, we're just going to sit. So we finish the movement part of our practice, and we're going to finish with stillness as usual. So closing your eyes. You can also lie down into your Shavasana. And just feel in. Feel into the shape of your body. And allow yourself to fully connect to your experience in this moment. Not worrying about what's coming next or what's happened before. This very moment. Okay, you can open your eyes back up. I hope you're feeling much better in your shoulders and hips. Probably noticed a big difference even after just 15 minutes, hopefully. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.